Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Alexis. Today we are setting up my monthly budget for March of 2023. I've got some pretty heavy goals for this year, like high goals that I know that I can achieve and attain, but it's going to take a lot of work from me. In January, I shared the struggles of over budgeting and just kind of lack of motivation, lack of desire to complete things, and the results of those. That video will be linked down below. A lot of you guys commented on that video and you liked that video. And I really appreciate all of you guys for doing that because it was very encouraging, uplifting, and just what I needed. Many of you made some suggestions of ways that I can improve my budget and kind of get out of the quicksand that I was in. And I took some of those. So we're going to start on the budget. And then as we go through it, I'll tell you some of the changes that are happening within this budget. If you're new here, welcome again. As I said, my name is Alexis. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and I have been sharing my journey with you guys for quite some time now. If you're following me on this journey, or you've never seen like my budget before, there are a few things with my budget that is different than maybe somebody else you've seen. I have 2 kids and I live in a high cost of living area. So I am currently living with my mom until we move into our own place. That's kind of what this year is all focused on, is trying to get us into our own place and kind of starting the next chapters of our life. As we're here with family though, there are a few things in my budget that are different, or that you're not going to see. You're not going to see rent, you're not going to see utilities or kind of shelter expenses, because at this time I am not responsible for them. So you'll only see the things that I am actually responsible for in my budget. I hope that that clears a few things up for you guys. I'm going to just kind of jot down a few things. So right now we're going to focus on my main income. I'm going to give myself a buffer, and then we're also going to talk about some side income that I am doing and have. So for my main income, I am budgeting $4,852. This is my salary. This does not change. I do think that I need to have more taxes taken out of my main income, but for right now, this is it. I'm going to be budgeting a $200 buffer. I am notorious for overspending or underestimating certain expenses within my budget. And so I'm going to give myself a buffer for that. And then for side income, I have been doing side income. I have my Etsy shop that's always linked down below. I've been doing Uber Eats to make some extra money as well. I'm not going to ever budget with that for the monthly budget, only because those type of incomes are not things that are guaranteed. And I only want to focus on money that I know will be coming in. So we're going to be budgeting $4,652. At the end of the month, I'm not quite sure what I should do with the buffer. Let me know what you guys would do. If we haven't actually spent the buffer, should it just stay in there for the next month, or should we apply that towards some of the goals of this month? Let me know down below what you guys think. So let's talk about my bills. These have not changed for the most part. I give my mom $400 a month. My insurance is $143. My phone bill is $240. I know why it is so high, but I don't know why it's so high. I have a few things in there that I probably don't need. Like I have a Canva subscription that's coming out of my phone bill. Is it necessary? Probably not, because I don't really use it. I don't really use the paid version of the site. Like I think I could probably use Canva for the free version and still get the same thing out of it. I'm just kind of nervous about doing that, so I keep it there. Yeah, so I just have a few things that come out in there, like my Hulu. When I updated my phone, I didn't set up like my bank account to attach to it. So now it like charges my phone bill instead of charging my debit card. Could I change it? Yes. Am I going to? Probably not. So for right now, it is $240. And my subscriptions are about $150. Again, this is another category that I am overestimating in. I don't actually spend $150 on subscriptions. However, something random always seems to come up, and I just want to account for that. So let's go ahead and add these up. Okay, so my bills is $933. Next category is going to be my credit. These are items that are going to affect my credit, and these are the ones that have changed. So we'll talk about the first change, Capital One. I had 3 credit cards with Capital One, and I made significant payments on them for January. However, if you watched my January video, I talked about it. I was very honest. There were periods where I was making payments on my cards and then I wasn't making payments on the cards, or I would try to make a payment and the payment wouldn't go through. I was flaking. And Capital One has gotten tired of my stuff and they closed all 3 of my credit cards. I was a little upset about it because I literally just sent them like over $1,000 on those credit cards to try to get into good standing with them. And honestly, if I had known that they were going to close the cards, I wouldn't have done that. But it's not like I don't still owe that money to them. I still owe them the money, so I'm okay with it. It did not close with the balances being 0. So again, I do still owe that money. I'm going to still make the minimum payments on it, but they're not going to be a main priority focus for me because they're no longer active cards. I'm only going to be paying minimum until I guess I feel like paying higher. So the minimum is going to be $165. And then my car note, that one is $612. This is a significant increase than normal. As I said, you guys made suggestions of doing a debt consolidation in January to kind of lower the amount of money that I was spending all over the place. And to make, for me, this debt consolidation, I was very like, I did not want to do it. I've done debt consolidations before, and with my credit, it usually results in a higher interest rate with collateral being my car. That is true. I did use my car as collateral and my interest rate is almost twice as much as what my car interest rate was. However, the feeling I get of just having to pay one bill each month, it feels pretty nice. I don't feel like I'm running in quicksand and getting nowhere. I feel like I have room. I also feel like if I mess up, it's not the end of the world because there's not 10 things that I haven't paid. So far, when I make my payment towards this car loan, it's coming out immediately. So I don't feel like they're taking forever and they're dragging their feet. And honestly, it just feels like a good move. I have absolutely no intentions of keeping this car loan past this year though. Like either it's going to be refinanced into a lower interest rate or I'm getting a newer car. One of those 2 things has to happen because this $612 is only sustainable while I live with my mom. And as you guys know, this year we are all focusing on not living with my mom, getting our debt and credit and everything together so that the kids and I can get our own place. So for now, this is very sustainable. I can afford to do it. And then later, my focus is going to be either refinancing this loan or paying it down or putting enough of a deposit down on a better car, a bigger car, something that is less car note and more affordable for me and the kids. I hope that made sense. Give this video a thumbs up if you're still with me on that part. So let's add that together. We have 612 plus 165. So we're going to do $777. I feel like that's a lucky number. and that is our credit. The next category is cash envelopes. This is kind of the area I like to use for items or things that I tend to over budget. I like to use cash. Now for gas, I budget $200. This will not actually be something I use in cash because I've started using Costco's gas. And as you guys know, Costco does not allow you to use cash. So I don't need cash for gas, but I'm going to still use it as my cash envelope. Food, we're doing $500. My kids, they're going to get $150. Activities and things like that are starting back up, and I never want to skip out on those experiences with them. Myself, I'm giving myself $100. And then I think I'm going to add this here, sinking funds. That is going to be $400. So that's it for our cash envelopes. My sinking funds are birthdays, Christmas, car registration. It all gets lumped into one thing. I have calculated how much it's going to cost per year, and I just divide that by however many months I have to do all those activities, and then I just make it work. So let's add this together. So we have $1,350 for our cash envelopes. The remaining things we're going to talk about is my trip. I am planning a trip with my kids, and I am budgeting about $400 a month. We're going to go on a cruise, and we've got some extra activities at the end of the cruise. So $400 from now until August is going to be just fine for that. And then we're going to do challenges. So for our challenges, the remaining money from all of this is going to go into our challenges. These challenges are going to fund the move that the kids and I have, as well as down payment or deposit for a new car. Anything that's needs to happen this year is going to come out of our challenges. I'm going to be doing the 150 envelope challenge. I saw it on TikTok. I'm not quite sure whose video I saw it on, but basically you just number the envelopes 1 to 150. And then by the time you are done, once you have completed all of your envelopes, you will have more than $11,000 saved. That is a perfect amount for us to, I guess, start our move. That's the first, last security deposit plus any furniture we would need. That should be covered by that expense. So I'm going to leave that blank for right now because I have absolutely no clue how much we're going to be able to put in. And then we're just going to do the math. So my income that we are budgeting is $4,652. We're going to subtract our bills. That's $933. Subtract our credit. That's $777. We're going to subtract our cash envelopes. And that is $1,350. And this remaining amount is what's going to go into our challenges. Okay, so we have $1,592 remaining. And we're going to put that into our challenges. Okay, so this is a good budget so far. I feel confident about it. Towards the end of the month or at the end of the month, we'll come back and we'll add in our side hustles. I'm pretty sure, mentally speaking, I think my side hustle is all going to go towards our challenge because I want to complete the challenge as soon as possible so I can kind of give myself, I don't know, like a pat on the back and a quick reward before we start the next adventure in our life. That is going to do it for today's video. I am so thankful and grateful that you guys are still here. If you have not already, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you're not missing a video. Give this video a thumbs up. I think I'll link some playlists down below for you guys to continue to watch. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.